For those who don't know, I have just got back from Champions after being there for the first couple of weeks, and in this video, I want to take you through some of the best moments from the group stage to get you ready for the playoffs. So to kick things off, I want to get a few things out of the way. Fnatic, EG, PaperX, they were about as good as we expected them to be. In fact, if you look at the top 10 players in the ratings so far, 4 of them come from Fnatic, although none of them are Durka, which is definitely a little bit peculiar. We also got the fact that something made his international debut, and you'll be gobsmacked to know he was very good. And here's one of the clips from when he went crazy versus EDG.
Kang falls. It's PaperX in control. Lovely response, ready for it, and something in their faces.
Something might be pulling off the hero plays, but in the meantime, EG have continued to make themselves the villain. Demon 1 epitomizing that with this clip.
Now, here's the thing. Speaking of shooting, you've been shooting a lot of bodies lately, buddy. You know, you've been talking some smack online a little bit, buddy. So how does it feel being the villain, the new villain of Valorant right now? Is it something you're embracing?
Honestly, I don't give a fuck what you guys say about me. You can call me whatever you want.
Well, that was, yeah, sure. All right, we'll go with that one.
And of course, Boostio did an incredible job of annoying a lot of the Chinese fans when he did this in one of the pre-tapes.
Chinese Valorant will never be better than NA.
Never. Absolutely not. I will make sure of it. Never.
Boostie's not paying attention to the rest of the world, but we will all be speaking Chinese soon. So I'm going to have to go and disagree.
Artist, however, was a little bit more specific with some of his comments. After their loss versus Billy, then managing to win versus Zeta, he did a post-match interview where he made his thoughts on the rematch crystal clear.
We ain't losing to Zeta, you know what I mean? We ain't losing to Zeta, we ain't losing to Billy again. Trust me right now, we'll be in playoffs and we're guaranteed, I promise you that.
And I know you're mentioning Billy. I want to ask you, the Energy Core, they're known for having those slow starts and then always going on a run right after. Yeah. When you joined the team, did you feel that? Did you feel that slow start? And what is the secret? What's going on?
I mean, listen, we lost to Billy gaming, so like it's definitely a very slow start. But like in the future, where listen, it's NRG, Envy, Optic. They've been known to have slow starts. It's the same in NRG, but like I tried my best to have a fast start, but it is what it is. Fennis is cursed. He's cursed for life.
Little did he know he was coming up against Prime Wisey, the man who has the gall to take a sip of his drink in the middle of the round while he's being wallbanged, and also throughout one of the coldest round win celebrations we've seen to date.
And they're fired up.
He's giving it now. That's what you want to be seeing. And that confidence building. I mean, even in the interview discussing momentum, confidence, being able to do this sort of thing.
Jeez, that's cold.
That's so sick.
That's cold.
Luckily for Wisey as well, Boaster has his back to make sure that he's not going to be fined for putting up the gum fingers, because as we can all see, he's actually just trying to point out to everybody where they can get their cocktails within the venue. The one positive that did come from the game for NRG was the fact that Victor actually managed to break the kill record for all-time kills at international events. Funnily enough, up until then, the record was still held by Ye, even though he's only played 2 matches at international events this year, which is pretty ridiculous, and we definitely hope that he gets a chance next year to come back and fight for that title once again. The so-called group of death ended with both EMEA teams dropping out and DRX and Loud being the ones to make it through. For Liquid, a bitterly disappointing showing. The fact that they didn't manage to win a single map as the #1 team in EMEA after the regular season, and the fact that they lost to the #5 seed in Na'Vi, I feel like just makes it that little bit worse. Group A, aka the real group of death, ended in spectacular fashion. So much so that the commentator, this guy, completely lost his mind at the play that Karnkub made to close map 1.
EDG might have to do it in the next, because they're not really in a position here.
He's still going for it. He believes in himself, and I can see why. Already managing to clear out Cloud. Smoggy up top is going to put it into a 1v2. And this is the man you'd want in that scenario, but both players up above. A flash ready. Dodges it! What? Truly unbelievable!
An impossible highlight to topple. I feel one of the most ridiculous clutches we've ever seen. So I'm just going to move on to a completely different topic altogether. We have got my pick'em. Something that everybody cares about. Of course, no surprise that I've got Fnatic winning the entire thing. But I also have Foot making a little bit of a run. I don't know why, but I just have a feeling that maybe the Turkish squad can have a top performance versus the likes of Loud and DRX, who I'm still not necessarily sure have been properly tested, just because of some of the teams in their group looking a little bit shaky themselves. Unfortunately, I do believe this is where Billy's road ends, and I also have EDG going out maybe a little bit earlier than a lot of people will expect. I'm looking at a PaperX Fnatic final, though. That's where I think this is ending. I think it's PaperX's best chance, especially with all the other stuff potentially occurring with the roster for next year. This is their opportunity to do some damage. Unfortunately, I do still believe that Fnatic, they're the best team we've ever seen in Valorant. So I think they're going to do the triple. I kind of hope they do the triple to secure that dynasty and put themselves in the history books forever. Feel free to tell me why I am an absolute moron for doing that as my pick'em, and I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching my recap. Let me know what you think of it. Something a little bit different, a video that I haven't necessarily done anything like before, so make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy it, comment what you thought of the video, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I've been Tombizz, and I'll see you next time.